So I'm on my way to some random beach somewhere. I have received my new neck mount from Telsin, and I wanted to test it out with my DJI Osmo Action 4 camera. I think maybe it's sitting a bit too low for this use. So maybe I can shape it a little bit to hang a bit higher, like this maybe, and also I can tilt it a bit more forward. Maybe like this. So this is the old chapel at Varhaug, and I thought I would just go for a little walk in this area and test out my new setup. So I have the neck mount from Telsin with my Action 4 camera mounted, just to see what kind of POV shots I can make. So this is a very, very tiny chapel. It's a chapel with a great view of the North Sea. Don't know if there's any windows, if it's possible to have a look inside. I'm guessing the door is locked. don't think I can see anything inside there. There are some gravestones here. Some of them look quite new, like in this section over here. And some of them are obviously very old. Like these ones here. So here we have a date 1871, 1894, no 95, and 1880. $1895. $1895. Beginning to wonder if something special happened that year, because I've seen quite a few graves. This is 1894. $1893. $1901. Well, I don't know. It's not the worst resting place. It's quite nice, actually. So the temperature is about 22 degrees now. We've had a few days with almost 30 degrees. I find this temperature more agreeable, more comfortable, and there's a little bit of wind, but it's quite mild, not so cold. can see there's lots of open space here. I'm beginning to wonder maybe if these graves are for people on the nearby farms only, like they have their own family sections. It's like over there I see 3 crosses all by themselves, and you have all this empty area here. Okay, so I'll better figure out how to get out of this graveyard. I think I have to go back the same way I came in, because you can see there's a fence around. Oh well, you can have a look at these 3 graves here as well. (1886) Tabitha Eriksdatter Hår. 1886. And 1886. Okay, so I'll try to read this sign here. It says Varhaug Old Churchyard. There have been churches here from the oldest times of Christendom. The first known church was built in 1328. Then new churches were built in 1627 and 1828. This one standing here now was built in 1905. So there's a walking path going down towards the sea. The King Road. Well, that's the name of this old road here. Kongevegen, the King's Road. It's a nice Sunday evening. It's 20 minutes past 5 in the afternoon. So my first impression of this neck mount is quite positive. It's comfortable to wear. I keep forgetting that I have the camera mounted. And I also have my DJI Mic 2 under my jacket here, connected to my Action 4 camera. So I hope the audio will be okay when I listen back. The ocean looks quite calm today. Not many people. I haven't seen anyone walking at all. Just check what these signs are saying. Luggasteinen. There's some kind of a big rock somewhere down there. I don't want to disturb those sheep down there, so on this side there's a sign pointing towards Varhaug. I am guessing that's an old burial mound from the Viking or the Iron Age or something. I haven't read up about it, but normally when there's Haug in the name and there's a person or a place name involved, usually it means that they have made some archaeological finds there. I don't know which one it is, but might be the closest one here, or even that one on the other side there. Maybe. I don't know. Because usually in this area of Norway, the Jæren area, the landscape is very flat, and you can see like a big wide flat field, and suddenly in the middle of the field there's a round little hill, and many of those hills were artificially built back in the days when they had a burial for a Viking chief or someone of importance. There's another sign coming up here. Let's see what it says. Kongevegen. Okay. here's another one, Varhaug, long hill. So I chose to connect my microphone to the Action 4, and I haven't connected any microphone to this little Pocket 3 camera, so I hope I can sync the audio later. That will be my little experiment this time. I keep learning or trying to learn new things about these cameras, about video editing, and trying out different settings, different color profiles, and so on. Actually, I don't remember what kind of setting I put on my my Action 4 camera before I started recording, but my Pocket 3 camera is running on normal color mode, and I think most of the settings are in auto, because I don't want to be fiddling along with too many settings, and every time I try that I end up with footage that I can't even use. Especially since today I forgot to bring my ND filters for my Pocket 3 camera, and I don't have any filters for my Action 4 camera. I don't know if I need them, but I will find out. So I'm guessing that this road I'm walking on now, that's the old King's Road. It's nothing more spectacular than that, just a name. I don't know why they called it the King's Road, Kongevegen, but it's probably a very old road, with a very nice view of the ocean and the landscape here. So you can walk for miles and miles along this road. I don't know how far I will go today. Because well, the weather forecast is not too good. It's supposed to start raining later in the evening. Probably not yet, but if it suddenly should start raining, I don't want to be too far away from my car. Okay, So there's a fork in the road. I'm guessing I'll just stick to this one. The other one is probably just an access road for the farmer to get their tractors onto the fields here, probably. Oh yeah, I see those blue markings there, so I'm guessing this is the right one. Yeah. It's another sign. Havnasteinen, the harbor rock, loosely translated. I'm guessing that's some kind of rock that I use to anchor their boats or something. I don't know. The geology in this area is very special. You see these rounded stones and gravel spread across a vast area, and I've been told that that's dating back to the last ice age, when the glaciers covered all of Norway, and as it was growing, like maybe 100,000 years ago, it kept pushing all kind of rocks and rubble and dirt in front of the glacier, and about 10,000 years ago, when the ice started to retract, it left all these rocks all along the coastline here. There's another sign here. Skibasteinen, the ship's rock. So a lot of the rocks here, big stones, they have been named. That's kind of cool. So today is Sunday, September 8th, and it's getting clearer and clearer that the summer is coming to an end. It's getting dark earlier in the evening, earlier and earlier for each day, and some of the flowers are dying and the leaves are falling off, and in a couple of months this landscape will change, and all the green colors will turn to brown and beige. And then winter will set in. This part of Norway, we don't get too much snow in the winter, so that's a positive, but it can still be quite cold and windy, and we get a lot of rain. Oh, there's a little bench. That's nice. So I can have a little sit down and enjoy the view. Oh well, I think I will head back to the car and maybe go somewhere else. There's supposed to be a little fisherman's harbor, maybe a kilometer or two in that direction there. I can see there's a tiny house on the edge there, but maybe there's another road I can drive around and go down there, because if I walk all the way over there, I will have a long walk to go back to my car, and I didn't bring any water or food or anything, so it was just, my plan was just to test out my cameras and see what kind of footage I will get from this mount around my neck. The camera is hanging upside down, and I had to do that because when I mounted it upright, it kept pushing up against my neck, and it was quite uncomfortable. So I found this was a bit more practical to have it mounted upside down. I don't know what kind of angle or I'm getting in these shots. It looks to me like it might be tilted a bit too much, too far up. But well, it is what it is. Of course, I could have checked the picture on my phone before I started recording, but so like with all my video equipment, I just like to just get out and start shooting immediately, just point and shoot and walk around. I don't like spending too much time worrying about settings and filters and everything in that aspect, so I'll take what I get. It is quite an overcast afternoon, so the light is quite flat. The sun is hiding behind those clouds over there, And sometimes when I film in these conditions, the footage come out looking a bit dark sometimes. That was a more efficient mode of transportation on these roads. So maybe I should have brought my electric bike. Maybe next time. There's a lot of tiny flies flying around my head, getting into my face. It's a bit annoying. But they are just tiny flies. I don't think there are any mosquitoes. I haven't felt anything biting or nibbling on me. Just constantly flying in front of my eyes. So I can film maybe another sign, Kongevegen. I don't know what that is. Probably just the name of another hill or a rock or something. Høyen, I think that means it's just another word for a tiny hill, an elevated spot. These very old stone fences, you find them everywhere. They're of course used to separate different farms and just to keep the farm animals on the other side. But it was also a very practical solution to where to put all those stones when they cleared all these fields here, so they could grow their crop. In some areas they put them in those huge mounds. They also used them for building materials to make house foundations and all these stone fences here. think when I get past this little hill here that I will be able to see that that little chapel where I started my walk, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, there it is, the tiny chapel. There's I noticed when I read the sign on the inside of the gate, the chapel itself was built around 1905. I don't remember exactly, but there's a bell inside the tiny bell tower dating back to the 1700s. I'm not quite sure about this river, if it in fact is a river or if it's just a drainage canal or something. But it's quite big, so I think it is a river. Wonder if they can catch any fish here. Salmon maybe, trout, I don't know. you.